So uNosipho,
Yeah.
from being uNosipho to Nosem, how did that come about?
Okay, like I was saying, I was doing a lot of poetry at high school and stuff. Mangifika ka grade 11 Bergville, my piece. Mangifika, there was a guy at Denzi Poetry before me nangifike. Igama lakhe Uru the poet. Na bengibiza no the poet because uNosipho.
Yes.
But bebe baningi no at that school because bonke uNosipho bebebiza no. And then they were like, there was a guy who was doing poetry, Uru, so usuru etomusha, so uzoba unu, So from there I was just unu. And then when I came to Edgeways, I started doing music. I added Usem because Samantha, I just became Unusem, and then it became a stage name. Yeah, I was just creating a stage name.
So now ngiyakuzwa uke uhlala ema-suburbs wafunda ko-boarding school kodwa inkondlo zakho zingesintu. And the stat says ukuthi every second week we're losing a word, an indigenous word. Do you know that?
Crazy. I didn't know.
Yeah, every second week we're losing our indigenous language.
That makes sense
word.
though.
And now what was the reason for you to decide? I've heard your poems as a slung.
Yeah.
Kodwa ugxile kakhulu esiZulwini. What was the reason for that?
Ekuqaleni, I was writing mostly in English, being recited in English a lot, until people started comparing me with other poets. Because with English poetry, I think reciting it, you are going to sound like someone else. There's no way of owning it because it's not our mother tongue, So I did a poem ngesiZulu and I never looked back because I was like, this is me, this is my voice, this is ugogo talking now, So yeah, that's how it just happened, because Mangenzis it just sounded like everyone else who does it in English, because it's roller and stuff.
Yeah.
You can't own English.
You were
yours.
not worried that mhlambe because English is a universal language and you want your messages to reach everybody. You didn't worry about that at that moment when you took that decision.
Once I started doing it, I got more numbers than when I was doing English, which is crazy. But bakhona abantu who come to me, people from other countries, with I love your poetry. I don't know what you're saying, but nami ngiyakhala right now because and I can't. Unfortunately, I can't translate a poem because if I translate it, it's not gonna sound the way that I was doing it. But yeah, I still have inkondlo ze English for abantu yabo abanga understand, but I still have a following yabantu abanga understand. It's just that they can feel umoya wayo, yeah.
And now let's talk about umoya. Oh, I've got chills because my poems are they're more about heartbreak. They are more about love. In all of that, for me, what I picked mostly, unalento self-awareness. You have this thing yokuthi you need to account as well in other things. My poems are mostly mina la engihlala ngiresonate now. It's this thing, it's those words which mara yazi ngiyimina engiyengamiyekela ukuthi enze kanje na kanje over and over again. That is why I have countless things to say uzenzile. Kodwa if ngangihambe from day one when they did that, I wouldn't have this numerous.
Why is
that? Because my poems are kind of hurt a girl. Yes, uzongduduza ekugcineni, but you always want people to account as well.
I think I believe in accountability a lot. I believe ekwazini ukuyibuka esibukweni nje and knowing ukuyinuka nami ngirongi kanje. Taking accountability is a big thing in my life, honestly. So I always try to tethisa abantu
yes.
Yo
ukuthi ukwenzile lokho kodwa njengoba semanje sekakushaye wakophula wayiqala mhlambe ngomuno wathi ngizokushaya
yeah, but I don't blame the victim, but at the end of the day I'm just letting know abantu who are still going there you can still stop it. You can still stop it, whatever it is, and take accountability ma wrong if ekugcineni, ulibheke nje iqiniso iyona iqiniso nje iyona ndlela yokuhamba impilo, you know.
And then they said easier said than done sometimes, right? So
Yeah.
are you in a relationship?
I am in a relationship. Yes. Yes. And obviously, kuba khona vele ingqinamba here and there, inkinga, but honest, Brian, communication. And the guy I'm with, uyangifundisa a lot about communicating. Because Mina, how I grew up, I didn't have like isibonelo esihle from the people I saw in relationships, you know. I grew up around a lot of toxic relationships, so it became a thing for me. It's like, yeah, toxicity is the way. But but now I'm learning to sit down and actually talk, and you know, without raising your voice or anything, you know, having just a conversation about something and finding a solution for that. I would say I'm still learning, but yeah, I'm doing great in that.
And
journey.
I totally understand. And I think when njengomuntu or poets, I think isikhathi esiningi you ukhona uku-expressa through isiba legazi type of thing. So maybe now taking it to the next level of now sitting and talking about emotions like that, mhlambe vele it's something that you struggle a bit, ne?
Yeah, I do struggle. Ngcono ukubhala, you know, and recite it. But I'm learning. I think guesses are also to have a partner like that who's willing to understand you and teach you things, because we learn a lot from the people who esiba nabo, you know. Yeah. So I'm learning.
Do you have kids?
I don't.
Okay.
But I want 10 kids.
Yeah.
No.
No. Leo, I don't believe in that. Honestly speaking, I just believe ukuthi ingane iyafika ngesikhathi sayo makufanele ifike.
Yeah.
You can try many a times. You can even go to your IVFs and then zingasebenzi, but isikhathi.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people have been saying.
It's not. And
so
I
you for 10 inambi yehle mhlawumbe seku-8.
No, I don't believe in that. But again, I believe that from your heart, from your mind and mouth to his ears, isikhathi masisifikile. So ithola mhlambe nje fanele uqala focus yabo wenza zonke izinto zakho uma sewuqedile ke na uhlale and
mama,
you know.
Kumele kusuke endleleni kuqala.
Yeah, I believe in that. And now ngifuna ukuthi sikhulume ama highlights wakho with uSjava.
Highlights.
Like, you know, when now njengobu poster and all that, and
yeah.
uSjava, what I see you.
Yeah.
I see you, girl. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
On Twitter free Twitter on MTN.
Yeah.
I posted, a friend of mine was like, why don't you take uSjava, because you'll talk about the same things, you know, heartbreak and stuff like that. So I did a poem, and then in the background, Beglala, it before. Yeah. And he was the first person to like it and retweet it. And he followed me same time. And he sent it the same time. It's like, why Ulo, man? We had up it with some fire emojis. I'm like, what? Yeah, right. It's like, hey, this is lit, you know. And then he was gonna have a show in Newcastle at that time, because basically we drop out soon.
Okay.
And Ladysmith is close to Newcastle. They asked me to Nhlala open. I was like, Ladysmith, and like, I'm gonna have a show there. Would you like to be part of my set? You know, it was also quick, Jake. Fast. I was like, yeah, of course, you know. And then on the day, I didn't have money for a taxi. I couldn't. But I cried. I couldn't find money for a taxi. And it was so cheap in Mariakon. And I'm like, Angwa's Uktori man. And then he was like, there's always a second time, you know, next time. Oh,
because like, maybe you were hoping
next time me.
Athi lenzi iboleke ngizofika ngikunike mangifika something.
Okay, I think wawuzojoboya wami uthina, and he sent an e-wallet. I told her leyo mali ngagibela, and I went there, and yeah, we did the show. It was beautiful. The performance, angizange ngibhimbe or anything. It was my first performance with crowd engagayana, but I killed it.